Few films appeared more beloved than Evil Dead 2, or at least more beloved by those who did love it. I do think that Evil Dead 2 is a marvel, every moment contributing to the wider experience of wonder, excitement, or horror, which totally floods each frame. It retains some of the first film's power, stuck in a wooden cabin, its walls your only flimsy protection against the unseeable, insurmountable evil lurking outside, taunting, waiting, enjoying itself, leaving one guessing, uncertain, terrified. And then it also displays some of the most frenzied, audacious horror sequences ever seen up to that point, and to this day, it cannot help but floor a viewer with the sheer animated elasticity of its contents. Every moment precedes another, which one is wholly excited, elated to witness next. Whilst I do adore considering the first Evil Dead as a masterly standalone horror film, whose comedic aspects are so suffocated with the surrounding horror invasions that they become flat affecting, sanity disintegrating, morbid absurdist humour, Evil Dead 2, I think ultimately will still prefer, even though it is more over the top physical comedy first and a composition of horror spectacle as the core of the production. A film which is still presumably revered for no other reason than it just went there, although really it is that, considering what you hear of this film, or taking what it is on paper, one has either an idea of an extraordinary, unbelievable wonder, or a highly silly, unpalatable, nonsensical, ridiculous catastrophe, depending on how they suspect the picture itself will be filmically executed. And when one sees it, wow, Evil Dead 2 goes there and delivers in a manner beyond what one is assumed to potentially expect. Certainly a triumph of American cinema during the 1980s, and for all time. I will admit, Sam Raimi, the one who inspired the likes of Peter Jackson, Stuart Gordon, J. Michael Moreau, and Kevin Tenney, maybe Frank Henenlotter, although he's more Larry Cohen or George Romero, maybe, really. Sam Raimi, compared with Peter Jackson, definitely, or consider even the earlier Tobe Hooper's flirtations of higher budgeted cinema, or John Carpenter's, where they even exist, has proved fairly disappointing in my own opinion. Now, maybe I'm just not enough of a Spider-Man fan compared to my being an X-Men fan, but I do like Doctor Strange, still not impressed. Maybe if Darkman counts as higher budgeted, I do like Darkman, but man, 21st Century Raimi, Drag Me to Hell included, has not really enticed me. I wish it did. I wish ripping off Fargo was more interesting than it was too, jealous of his old buddies quite potentially in the late 90s there. All the same, I feel the same way, or to some degree, as I would had Raimi retired from filmmaking after Army of Darkness in 1992/93, that he was a prospective genius of the medium whose talents and imagination, particularly especially for his age, were spellbinding. A visionary artist, I will still believe.